This is my very first ink sample trade. How awesome is that? Hey there, it's Grace. Welcome back. Welcome if you are new. Thank you for being here, especially if this is your first Grace video. You chose well, she says cheekily. Anywho, recently I swapped inks with a member of my Ko-fi community, and I wanted to take a minute to basically swatch those inks in my swatch book to get a record of. This is the one I use to keep a record of all the inks I get in 2024. This is the 2024 book, and look at this, guys. Look. Normally that would get me upset, but this is that Midori, that MD Cordoba paper that feels like a leather, so it's just being worn. I just like this. I'm okay with that. Anyway, before we get to actual ink swatching, I want to show you the tools I'm going to use. First up is this silicone ink holder. I don't know if you've noticed recently that as I line my vials up, they keep just falling over like they have a flipping mind of their own. So I've decided to corral them in this silicone holder. It's actually apparently made for makeup brushes, but I have this thing when I look at a tool of some sort that I don't see what it's made for. I see what I need it for and if it'll work. This actually works. No, none of them are going to fall over at all. So there you go. By the way, I have a video in the works that I am creating, and it's about the interesting tools we use in our fountain pen hobby. That I'm finding certain things that people are using are like fascinating me. Okay, so in addition to that, we digress. In addition to that, I'll be using the Pilot Iro Utsushi. That's the name of it. Pilot Iro Utsushi. This is their dip pen. This is the medium nib. I will also be using, because most of these inks are shimmer inks that she sent me, I will also be using my Jinhao 82. This is the glass dip pen that Jinhao. It's a Jinhao thing. Anyway, I'll be using that. I shouldn't put that up. You know, I need to get my thing out. I need to get this out too. So I'll be using that, and then I'll be using, of course, eyedroppers to eyedrop them. And this is my larger acrylic round block. This is the larger one I use. I'll be using this because I want to make a big old splash. I'm into making big splashes of ink, so I get to see the properties of the ink. Alrighty, let's get started. I have a new page sitting here waiting ready. You always lecture me up for it. Am I gonna get this? I need a different, maybe I need a different one. Alrighty, here we go. I don't like how that's sitting. I'm intrigued by the different things I can do. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. We're just gonna get to it. This is gonna get in the way. Let me roll these up. Alrighty, let's start with this first one. This one is, the first one she sent me is Diamine Shimmertastic, part of the Shimmertastic line. Peacock Flare. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's get that shake up. Let's start with that. This is a teal color, Peacock Flare, with a silver shimmer in it. Alrighty. We got some splashes going on. Now, I don't mind the splashes there. I just don't want those splashes. Alrighty. We're good. Here we go. You can see this is going to need some drying time. Alrighty, this one is wow, a lot of ink there. Okay, next up is, this one is Diamine Sparkling Shadows with a gold, it's a medium gray with a gold shimmer. And this one, just like the Peacock Flare, is a part of their Shimmer-tastic line. Wow, look how dark that is in there. Whoa. What's it called? Sparkling Shadows. Not called Sparkling Shadows for nothing else, no else reason, right? Alrighty. Let's see how you do. And maybe not so much ink this time. Ooh, I actually want a little bit more ink. Just a tiny bit more ink. Okay, let's get to writing. This one is my goodness, you're taking a lot of ink today. Alrighty, next one up is Olive Green Swirl. And this one, Olive Green Swirl, is an olivey green color. It's a part of the Diamine 2022 ink vent. So it's a chameleon shimmer ink. And it's supposed to shimmer, what I read, it's supposed to shimmer from pinkish copper to green. I don't know where pink and copper get together as a one type color, but pinkish copper is what it says. Come on, shake up. You're taking a little while to shake up there. Alrighty. Come on. I do love an olivey green. I really do love olivey green. Okay, where's the thing? There's the thing. Wow. It really depends upon the ink that it's so much ink that I thought I put less ink than that one, and it looks like I didn't. This one is Diamine Olive Swirl. Wow, you can see that sheen showing up there already. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, it's a beautiful green. It wants to read this one like the razzmatazz that I'm using. That's in my February. That's in my March currently inked. That's what it's kind of like reading here. Oh, and that shimmer's coming up all over there. Let's spread that puppy. Wow. Alrighty, three more. And this one is called Diamine All the Best. It's a burgundy sheening ink, burgundy sheening red ink with shimmer. Wow, look how that coats that. Oh, goodness gracious. I need to make sure. I want to make sure that I get that shimmer in the writing. I love these gigantic swatches of color. Love them. I don't even have room to write now. Dang it. Is that getting any color? That's much better. We are Diamine All the Best. Oh, it's such a gorgeous, look at that. Oh! That is nice. All right, next one up is, what do we call it? Rustic Brown. And this one has no shimmer, so I don't need to shake it. And let's get a little bit of that one. Wow. Goodness gracious. That's definitely, oh, I love how it's coming across there. I'll put some of that over there. Follow the trail over there. Go over there, go over there, go over there, go over there. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And we have, do I have any there? I don't know that I have any there. I do now, because it's all over the barrel. Alrighty, this one is some of them just coat and some of them just don't. Interesting mix of colors. Oh my goodness. Diamine All the Best. You can see some of that sheening coming in. I'll show when these, I'll have to take a break because these are going to take a little while to dry. Let me do the last one and then we'll take a break and then I'll show you the properties as they come out. All three of these have coated the eyedropper. Yeah. Oh, no. I almost want to take some of that up. We're a bit thick in places. Got mighty large there. Got mighty large. And this one is called Winter Spice. Alright, let me let these dry. And then when they dry, we will go in for a closer look. Yeah. Oh my word, look at this goodness. This is the dried page. And let me get you some close-ups. Such fantastic. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do a larger splotch of color so I can see the properties of the inks. The only thing is, for all of these, I'll have to put them in a broad nib or a medium nib, a larger medium nib, to get all of that. And we'll see in a minute. I'll show you one of them showed up in a minute. Okay, so let's first go with that Diamine Peacock Flare. Look at that. And I'm wondering if you can see the red sheening, the red shading that's happening. That is the sheening that has, and the thing is, when I looked up information about each of these inks, there's something that wasn't said. And now I'm seeing, this is one of the reasons why you would do swatches, right? Because it's so good. So there's this Peacock Flare. It's a beautiful teal color. I even like the how it writes. It's a deep teal when it writes and when it dries. But that I didn't get much of the shimmer in the writing. I'll have to be sure to really shake it up when I ink it up in a pen. But that, oh my gosh, that is just absolutely gorgeous. So beautiful. Okay, and the second one, Diamine Sparkling Shadows. I wish I'd had this one for my gray inky E that I did. This is just delightful. I love how it writes. It's a beautiful writer. I didn't like how, I think it needs to be inked up properly and not just in a dip pen, because the dip pen I used didn't hold the ink. I probably should have used a Hokuro dip pen with the feeder in it, the reservoir feed in it, so that it can hold the ink. But, looks good. Look at that shimmer and the shadowing. Look at that shade there. Oh my goodness gracious. And you may have noticed that this blotch is a little bit larger. I put a little extra here because it looked out of place with these 5 so large. Alrighty, next one up is one of my faves. Absolutely one of my faves. This is the olivey green color. And it's supposed to be a chameleon. It's part of the 22 ink vent, and it's a chameleon ink. Now I'm wanting to see if it shows up for you. Okay, so there is shimmer, and I want to see, in certain lights, it has a different shimmer. Oh, look at that. Oh, so absolutely, well, that's without the light. Look at that thing. I'm loving, as I said, mentioned before, this one looks like the Diamine, their own ink, Diamine Razzmatazz, that's how it writes. But for me, I can actually see, when I dip it that way, I can actually see that pinkish color they talked about. Pinkish to green. For me, there's the pink and there's the green. Now, I don't know if the camera's picking that up at all, but what? Oh my goodness, that is amazing. I didn't believe that it just, can you have a pink copper color? Pinky copper, anyway, there is that. Next one up is Diamine All the Best. Oh my goodness, it's sheening. I want to pick up, look at all of that. There you go. Look at all of that, it's a purple shimmer. I'm seeing purple. You tell me if I'm wrong. I'm seeing purple shimmer with green sheen in it and the dark burgundy, like base layer of the ink. One of the things that I went to my meetup this weekend, my pen meetup this weekend, and she actually gave each of the members a set of chromatography sheets. Oh, I am going to play with those, but jeez Louise, look at that. Oh, the only one that showed up, the property showed up in the writing, was this one. And I don't know if I will be able to showcase it. I can see it's ever so slightly in the writing there. The other one is Rustic Brown. It has no shimmer, but look at that shadow, the shading on that. Let's see. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I really was expecting nothing, absolutely nothing. And it comes up with some green shading at the end. I'm going to love writing with these. Okay, last one is, and this is that splotch of color that I put down. I put down way too much. I know I did. This is Diamine Winter Spice. But, dun da da da, look at that gorgeousness. And it's supposed to have, it's supposed to go from green to metallic blue. I'm not necessarily seeing the metallic blue. I'm seeing lots of green, but I'm not necessarily seeing the metallic blue. That's okay. I'm quite fine with that. So yeah, thank you, friend, for the swatches. I am so looking forward to writing with them. These three are where I tend to go. These three colors, teal, the gray, and the olive green. I tend to gravitate towards these colors when I ink up. And I don't do a whole lot of reds, but I'm gonna have to use definitely the Diamine All the Best. I'm gonna have to use that one. And then the Winter Spice, I haven't done a whole lot of browns since my Inky Ease brown video came out. I'm thinking I might have to put this in the pen in April. We'll see. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for the inks, and listen, they're just gorgeous. Just gorgeousness. Alrighty, bye.